Hey, Madam Liman, I will tell you, say, me go take your time, read them very well. Because some people they do it, they just see about surface, so they check, let's say, Eric Tataw. I like I'm saying you don't go again for they go. I don't tell you, say, I don't take my time. I don't take my time, scan them word by word, line by line, paragraph by paragraph. I don't read them. I want me to understand the implication for this thing. And so, because some people they work at, as you remember how I used to tell people, they say, even contribution where the contribute for Ambazonian struggle, be careful, oh, because the people they talk so sometimes they will go down to other contributions, start to catch people them. I used to say those things, and people thought I was joking. It wasn't because I hated anyone. It's because I saw how I see how this direction of this struggle they go. I see betrayal for daylight. How a man is okay, the least probable person, you take it up for social media, come, you don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. The thing where the proof say struggle never die. Now see me Ambazonia they enter inside one room. It go prove that one will prove say struggle never die. Now it go prove say struggle never die. That isolated now Ambazonian struggle, no isolated struggle where any man to a group they go commit crime, then they bring a guy talk, discuss and they say Ambazonian discussion. But ask yourself, say, how many people they stand to your back for that thing they do them? Ask yourself question, say, some group they do when they take one man for that group, how many other people they will go down and cover that one man? Continue to ask yourself that question. But you understand, say, so one man they will take us, so you know if you take down the whole Ambazonia because they don't take it. You know, take down the whole Ambazonia because like we did one man. We will get reason for can't defend you because we are there like a person. But when we don't play the game, they start writing some kind of court document and that's all. With that document, they indict now a whole 10 years of activity then. People they go read and they call only Eric Tataw. Eric Tataw go, Eric Tataw go there, Eric Tataw go, Eric Tataw go there. I say, oh, you don't even see what is on that paper. What is on that paper is that's a definition of these 10 years that we have put for a useless purpose. We just make ourselves useless.
Good morning, Sokamif. Good morning, brothers. You see, I wasn't aware that Eric Tataw has been indicted anew. This is a new charge against Eric Tataw after he was released last time for the PPP loan scheme and the money he took, which was not justified, over 600 and something thousands. All this while, I have been in the mindset that he is still being indicted for that money. But after I heard about this news of a new indictment on WhatsApp, I went back to check on the Department of Public Affairs, on U.S. Department of Justice. And I saw it there. They called him a Cameroon man being indicted for supporting separatist groups. That is when I said we need to support him on that particular charge. Now, this is the reason why I'm saying this. It has nothing to do with his previous charges. If the State Department finds him guilty or the Justice Department finds him guilty, he is guilty as charged. It has nothing to do with Ambazonia. But if this new case, he's been indicted for supporting separatist fighters, I think all Southern Cameroonians need to make it clear. We are not separatist fighters. We are restoring our statehood as it was voted by the United States on the 21st of April, 1961. We are the people from the Republic of Southern Cameroons. We are not Cameroonians. And I think that if people will make a mistake to bring Eric's private life and his shenanigans he has been doing with this case, be careful. This can happen to any of us. They start by looking for someone with debt on him and then mix Eric's dealing with the Republic of Southern Cameroons. We have to be very careful. Let us not get these things mixed up, okay? Maybe I talk with Pidgin better. Sometimes the English maker, I may not really express myself well. So Eric Tataw, a very dubious fellow. First of all, I don't like that guy, and I will not pretend I like his way of doing things. He came into this country, started this flashy life that they have learned in La République, taking money from the government that he is not even able to pay back. Running so fast, and he was indicted. buying homes that he cannot even afford. He doesn't have an income that justify the expenses he was doing, and he got arrested and was bailed. That was the first time. Now, because he has so much debt on him, they now bring up this stuff that he has been doing back home, calling for for people's hands to be cut off. You see, now they saw that he is so dirty. They use those things he has been doing to indict him now that he is supporting separatists. This is to dirty all of us who are ideologically grounded and we are fighting for a just cause. And it gets me so angry because some of us, we have done everything right. We have played by the rules. We have supported a peaceful, permanent solution to free our people. But now you have individuals who are opportunists like Eric Tataw who step into this fight, and guess what they do? They start making money by bringing their personal venture and mixing it with Ambazonian fight. They start bringing their newspaper and trying to sell and market it as supporting Ambazonia while pushing for themselves to be seen and market themselves. And now when things get bad, they mix everything to be Amba. It is like just those boys who are back home, who have been kidnapping, stealing, and harassing people in the market. When Amba started, suddenly all of them became Amba. All of them now are Amba then. So any thief more be for quarter now, they just pick a gun, talk to Abi Amba, start to harass people then. And this is very important. This is why we will come back together. We'll set rules of engagement. We'll build stable institutions then. We'll separate ourselves from the thieves and the criminals. Because if you say, oh, it don't concern me, wait until they find him guilty of supporting separatist fighters. And everybody who belongs support separatist fighter now could be guilty, and if you drag you to go to court, mess your life, where you don't do the right things then, but you stand up for your people then because of what the genocidal regime for the République be the doing for civilians. You see, when we be the beg the cry, say make we stop this thing when they work at key black legs them. Key civilians call them say black legs. Extort money, kidnap, that will be called Ayabade out. When I think that because we hate them or be jealous. No. Wrong is wrong. We set up to free our people, not to extort money from them, not to kidnap people for ransom, not to lock markets, not to burn down schools or stop students from going to schools. Our goal was to restore our statehood as voted by Resolution 1608, which the General Assembly of the UN voted for our independence as the Republic of Southern Cameroons. It is there at the UN. But you guys have decided to support thieves, juveniles. And now today we are all at the risk of being lumped up as separatists. This is how we keep supporting stupidity after stupidity, and now everybody is in danger. For how many years? Over 8 years. This is the first time that the United States Department has taken someone to court for supporting separatists. And you guys think it's a coincidence? Why did they not come and take Akwanga? Because Akwanga had highlighted it ideologically that he is fighting to restore his statehood. He doesn't go up and say people should be, black legs should be killed, or they should cut people's hands. And that is why we are supporting Akwanga, because he understands the politics. He understands the language you should use. But you guys decided to lend support to these useless young juveniles who don't understand that in the international circle, people have friends. You know, I'm really angry this morning because this is the nonsense that people do, and they don't know that they are putting the lives of others at risk. We who have been supporting Amba now will all be called terrorist supporters. We are supporting separatists to destabilize Cameroon. All the political capital we have built overnight is being wasted by a few individuals which we have allowed them to thrive in our midst. I've never seen something this nasty and stupid. Our people need to get out of this sleep. It's not about Eric being a Southwesterner or Iba being a Northwesterner. It's about acts that people commit out of the rules of engagement that we have failed to establish. There is a Geneva Convention which says that you cannot ask people's arms to be chopped off civilians' arms to be chopped off just because they support a political ideology. That is crime against humanity. And you have people inside to support that. Oh no, he was a businessman. No, Eric is an opportunist. He wants to pretend that he's being indicted because he's against Trump's policies. No, it's because he was doing stupid things. He doesn't know when to speak and when to keep quiet. For him, everything is an opportunity to sell himself. And that is the type of behavior Ayaba had. It's all about self-aggrandizement. They want to be seen big. They want to be seen as leaders. It is not about the people suffering back home. It's all about showbiz. See my house, see my car, see my swimming pool. Who doesn't have a house or a car in the US? And these people, they go about with shady characters. They collect money from the US government that they cannot justify. And now when they are hooked up by the neck, the US government now and La République will use every means to drag him down the toilet. And we become collateral in that stupidity. That's my life now. This is very tragic.
On a good evening, everyone. Yes. Listen, I know say people they take advantage because Eric Tataw make the mistake after of Gary Master and people they carry out cutting of people's fingers and things like this. You know discount everything we do say be wrong because Eric contribute for this struggle. Yes, he contribute the struggle. And if you want talking about the loan we take up, the loan, lots of people they want to put themselves, the advantage point if you get more money for invest for the business. Loan until you pay them back. You pay them back. Okay? In some cases with interest. So my issue now, all these self-righteous people where they did lie, straight face liars. Say they never commit no offense. Me say they don't declare all the tax, all the money where they ever work. I don't say government take the one we want. Liars, crooks. And any man will go tell me say he don't declare all the tax, any money don't work. I don't declare all the time. In a businessman. Oh dear. Then I go know exactly the kind of people then. What would deal with inside here. Plenty we are people then. Plenty we are people. They don't work at go different country them. They go start for work where they even that workplace said that they cheat them. To go to work, they even pay them half of the money where they the half of the rate. Because they don't say they don't get papers, they work illegally for support themselves. Lots of people there. Because the country way the way where country don't put people they find different ways they will try to go there outside. They go do some document or do something with document or give them advantage for them to travel. All down the corner say white lies. Now victimless kind of offenses. If American law they talk say you must not incriminate yourself. That's what it is in the law in America. You must not incriminate yourself. Do you understand that? What does that mean? Mean say you know go. Mean say you know go shoot yourself the food. Mean say you know carry yourself go to say, oh, I will declare this amount of money. I will go declare this one. Then they put you for prison. Or they don't put you in prison. They'll actually pay a fine. Now part of the law they mean not incriminate yourself. And that's what it is. Okay. If you find a means to increase this capacity for a business or whatever you do, okay, nobody need to justify that. But I think way plenty people to do all that small white lies, even for that CV them at times they go lie say they do this in a way they don't actually do. People will do all those kind of things. So because when I get a beef or settle with Eric, me say everything we do, and a bad, me say I go be quickly clean.
I just tell you, say any man way you don't do one of these things, and then you can't accuse another person. Now hypocrite. Yeah, the name that they call it hypocrites. You tell me, say you never ever do any white lie thing, victimless kind of thing, just forget an advantage, because we all know start from the right starting position. You get people that are part of thief money, they send them abroad. Don't down they never even get right for even struggle safe. They'll just go them abroad easily. Just go, you just go them school. If you compare people the way they suffer, find their way for come abroad. When they come abroad, they work, they pay that school fee, they pay that, and everything, So if you come to the country first, okay, not get paper for work, they know put themselves out there for go find work where they feel support. They say support their family back home because she don't say because they don't get paper. Okay, what they go do now? How? You see, we get plenty hypocrites, man. But this struggle don't need hypocrisy. You need people to be honest, be straightforward. For to say yes. If I come in a situation where you give me any type of work, if I not get money, I go do them so that I maintain my own independence and freedom. I know kind of lie people they say, I be African prince, my people they get money, they get it way when I lie. So that's so most of these people that's what they do. Crooks. Anyway, I live on a day. Trust the boy.
Dr. Charles Agbo, good evening for you, my dear senior comrade. The burden for you for report your taxes, the burden for individual for report your taxes data on ye. And if you lie when you report your taxes, you need to get that only fine, depending on how much you lie for that taxes. You go for prison. You feel go for prison as well because a felony. You understand? I don't try my best, but talk say this Eric Tataw in matter this so now matter we no get defense. Me no man no find pleasure for the camp. You can't try to defend Eric Tataw because at the end of the day, we don't even know the details for the facts them for the thing away they feel the accused. No be something we can't share them for social media for talk say I be talk say. Eric Tataw never play fair for inside Ambazonian struggle. The guy has not played fair. Yes, and for the bring him for conversation, this will be very dangerous. Yeah, I think say we need to avoid them for come in Eric Tataw's defense. We need to avoid them. That's not a good place to go because the more people that they come for Eric Tataw's defense, the more they expose Eric Tataw. Because he says Eric Tataw never carry for defense. He never try to defend himself. The game where Eric Tataw play inside Ambazonian struggle is a trouble. It's a very very trouble game. So I only try for explaining for we say we don't go for this place every time they only take they say no, let's not go us to this place because it will only put this guy in more trouble because people will take advantage of the anger that they have in some of the things and they will say stuff. Eric Tataw don't make mistake for talk say meaning Gary put a hand there. He did not make a mistake. When you talk say make a mistake, they use self you try for defend mistake. You don't make a mistake for talk say meaning chop people that hand it off. You don't talk at one time, you don't talk at 2 times, you don't talk at 3 times, you don't talk at 4 times, you don't talk at 5 times. You understand? Mistake now something you don't talk at one time, you pass for day. They think go she don't play talk say you that mistake. But in this case, it's not a mistake. Yes, it was purposefully done. It done on purpose, and now the purpose where it do am. Now for the purpose where it do am, and the action where it follow am, go make it go take responsibility for that thing. You remember say I don't talk say we PA for Ambazonian struggle, this will get problem because every time we tell people, they say, self-determination, no be something way, no be some group thing, na individual thing. As I don't always talk about the forum, say, una be careful with this way people they work and preach about self-determination and this and this and this. We not be a people will be constituted the way law they recognize people the way they fit come up with an opinion. God talk say this opinion this will it be agreed by all. No, opinion will never ever be agreed by all. Opinion will never ever be agreed by all. And some people they take advantage for the fact that they have some position where they fit talk something the way it go influence a situation for use on that thing for the make noise with them left and right, up and down, morning, afternoon, and night, where in the end of abuse the rights of some people the way they did it some place quiet. I don't always tell people they say this law where they make noise. They so I don't always tell people they say this law they so they line for the law of a team. Make people they don't check say because they for Ambazonian struggle they feel they come every time come push something them and then when you disagree with people then they define way for victimize you because you say that those are not the things that we are supposed to be saying. Up to this moment, so like I talk, roasters they go for go roast. They will go one by one for go roast. Some people they don't make some statement them do something and they change sometime that statement then they don't be quiet. No, as long as you make that statement, people then get them, it will come back at some point. Yes, it will come back. We need to test ourselves like a people, for us to self like a people. When we talk, we will come together like one person so that we always statement. If you always be considered saying a statement for everybody, some people they say that also sometimes we talk so that because we don't like them. We don't like which way they try to do for Ambazonian struggle. No. Now saying that the mistake that way, we don't make it from the start. The deny say, we don't enter inside one broom, so that when that broom go beat fly, it will be difficult for move for single out that stick broom way, now he beat that fly. Now the bullet that we don't shoot them for ourselves. We don't defend any person for anything. We will not defend any person for anything because people did, if you did stuff like individual, or you had that impression that we have the right of self-determination. You need to consider and say, now you like an individual in most contexts, them, you get that right of self-determination, which of course is a right. It just depends on which way you do them for break the law. Within that arise them, where the law will protect you again like an individual. We need to always touch all that thing and make sure say we do some of this in them for properly. When he bounce back come to win the individual them, we will be able to stand the heat. Yes. I know, like me, the Eric Tataw bringing for inside conversation or any man for can't defend Eric Tataw because it's going to cause more harm than it will cause good. I yield.
Yeah, phone. Listen, Eric not need nobody to defend. Eric defend himself. He be capable of defending himself anytime. And he get the means for hire a defense team. Okay. So anytime he meet Eric, Eric be equal to that. If not jail, he go jail. He not get nothing to do Ambazonians. He don't get nothing to do Ambazonians. He never come here for can ask Ambazonians for help. And he not there for the struggle. He not there for the struggle anymore. So the people that are there for the struggle, maybe they concentrate on freeing we. So Eric not there for the struggle. Because I don't know why they always bring a name here. That people they bring the name here. Okay, I just exchanged emails with it today. Capo Daniel they out there to talk how he did for jail already. So Eric not there for the struggle. He need to hold nobody. He need to disturb the struggle in any way. Okay. And if anybody get any charge for bring against you for the struggle, may they bring them. May they bring them. They no play with it. They know the court document. They will tell you anything. When I get charges about you, I want charge about Ambazonian struggle. I bring them. Okay, instead of coming to talk. In order for the struggle, in order to use up Ambazonian social media space anymore. Okay, in the money business, any man will get anything against him, make it take him for court. Make it take him for court. As the US government don't do, fine. If he defend himself, anytime. Yeah, if he defend himself, I get the means to defend himself. So I don't see why we argue here about yam done, yam not done. In order for the struggle, you will not see the issue, those orders they begin to cut down. And then we see this in the operate. Since it operate. So who's that a problem, really? Anyway, I'll leave on a day. Bye.
Thank you, senior comrade, Dr. Charles Agwo. You know, go ever separate Eric Tataw from Ambazonian struggle. You understand, no? That's something that way you make mistake. You will never separate Eric Tataw from Ambazonian struggle. Whether you go find the greatest rocket scientist in the world, make him put it on top, board the equation. There is a separate Eric Tataw from Ambazonian struggle. It will work. It will never work. I be unfortunate. I be very sorry to say that. You understand, no? So we need to deny say Eric Tataw no get defense for himself, but we need can't talk say ask question whether people they defy that tax them truthfully or stuff. Now in a burden for you for fire taxes truthfully. For every businessman, now you define your loophole them. Now whether we see them smart people them, they go for specialism for taxes, for go fight their taxes. Because you tell him all the stories, and then they tell you say, okay, do the one the way, do the one the way, do the one the way, do the one the way. I'm gonna tell you something about Maryland. That Maryland we did for America, so I'm gonna tell you something about Maryland. Very good Cameroonian, them very good Ambazonian they stay for Maryland. But I'm gonna give you some truth about Maryland. You know, say put for Maryland, they get that same mentality we get for Cameroon, so no. You know how many Cameroonians they for Maryland they get tax problem. So that you say you will talk to say they make an error. You know how many Cameroonians they for Maryland they get that tax problem then. Because those people are living in Cameroon mentality in that Maryland. So that you need to understand. But like I tell you, I don't want any man get me wrong. There is very, very good citizens of Ambazonia. Hi, how are you? There is very, very good citizens of Ambazonia the way they stay for Maryland. No man who can talk say, don't talk say, all Cameroonians stay for Maryland. The bad people. They lie. I'll give you some other practical example. You see this coming way he go on for Cameroon, so where this we picking them, our children, this small boy, they work goes come left and right. You know how many picking them where they did between the ages of 19 and 21 when Cameroon they were prison for Maryland. You know how many? Where they come up, they take that same habit there for Cameroon, they bring and they can't travel down for Maryland. So forget about that thing when you talk and so it's a fact. People they for Maryland where they live with that mindset of Cameroon, where they think that say they can play with system. No ever make mistake to say Eric Tat make mistake. Now lie. No ever call any of those things the way do and so like mistake. Now lie. Those are deliberate things that these guys do in that particular area. You understand, no? So now why that they tell you say it's not even a healthy thing to go there. It's not even healthy. You don't know. Sometimes you don't know what you are talking because you don't know what I'm talking about. Sometimes I feel they talk to you, look and say, oh, I talk so I don't hate Eric Tataw. I like Eric Tataw like an individual. I'm gonna tell you the truth. And by God, in God's name, now God be save me. Now God be save me from over involvement with myself with Eric Tataw because something they will be almost where I now just because that Eric Tataw don't start the busy the business, so no. You don't start the backside from struggle. Some plenty project in the way na project be in line where it end up not happen. One of them, as I tell you one of them where I almost thank God say at the end of the day to get to Eric Tataw at that moment became difficult and I surrender. It might say me I transport until them go keep up for my twin sister place for Eric Tataw can take them send them for people them. So I know if you do them all one time because every time I want to go down there at the time every time I will try to go down there I will just take a few boxes because I get on 6 boxes of that thing right now. So if you are same person for my storage for United States, it will take picture of them because on the thing they see day for day where I be the struggle for helping because Eric Tataw was a good person. Everything that he was doing for the struggle at the time he was trying to do a good thing, but no check say because of that. When something they don't go sour, they will come camp for here, come begin to pretend like say we be inside Eric Tataw a brain that way they do all that thing in my brother. It's not correct. I hear. Senior comrade Charles Dog. Why you like and for play this kind of game them? That way people they get a serious conversation. What you Donald Trump can do inside the conversation? What does this man come? How does this man come into this conversation? Now, I follow assertion the way you don't make them, and I tell you from that assertion say no, these assertions that you are making is unnecessary because you just muddy water. You understand? Are they just following the assertion the way you make them? You bring Donald Trump and say Donald Trump can do it. Also, everything we will do another joke, right? Everything we want to do another one joke about it in them. This is not a joking matter. This is not a joking matter. I don't tell you. I don't give you some very, very salient point them. You would never in this war separate Eric Tataw from Ambazonian struggle. They just did down, let's see if he talk, say, Sako don't stop you for the talk about Ambazonian struggle. So we consider say, day again for Ambazonian. No. We're not talking about the effects of the effects that have stopped until we don't get side effect. Would you look side effect? You look at when they don't get hands on. So if we just reverse and answer because Eric Tat know the game was struggle, that put a hand will come back, right? Can we just do that and just stay quiet? Sir, Eric Tat is a very smart man. Cameroon style. He's a very smart man. Cameroon style. You understand? But that smartness for Cameroon style this way, it does not pay everywhere. Yes, it does not pay everywhere. So because ATM machine stand, someone get that kind of mentality say because ATM stand for this place, no man know the money the inside. I will just go find blind, can't blind myself, break that ATM, take that money for day. I go me because no money watch that money, then I don't succeed, right? You have not succeeded. Because they don't put them for day, they don't put the ATM for day, so we no money to watch and so where the ATM they watch itself. It watch itself. Now say if you get Cameroon mentality, if you get that kind cheat, thievery mentality from Cameroon, you tell on say if you just go there, go move that money for go break that ATM, take that money, go. No money they no money to see you, and then the ATM itself need to watch itself. See people then they come inside this struggle with a lot of intentions. Some very, very good intentions, some very, very noble. Some very, very bad. Some take advantage for the situation. So I know go judge me Eric Tataw because I know they for court of law for judge for know whether what he not do. But I will also advise you say do not come to his defense. He get a defense team. Leave at me defense him, they defend him. Leave at me that defense him, they defend him. As easy as that. I yield.
I say, I love it. The truth I say, this talk will return for you. Na the copycat will copy and for la République. Na this one. And our problem this one. We'll sabi find white shirt. What I want go find and for heaven no. Stay for there or never come back. We'll find white shirt. Truth be told, one lie wey concern the name Ambazonia so far as the common media, it color all Ambazonians them. It color una. Now each individual get to start to defend himself. And then they prove by action say it is so you did now so you did you be different. No, not the twist things them. The fact say it come off for media, it talk the atrocity, and it don't talk to it take place for Ambazonia, and then it still talk as way in the way we do. It tarnish the image of Ambazonia as well as putting out the issue concerning Ambazonia. Even the taxway evader, it tarnish the image of Ambazonia as well as now this same thing make Nigerians they begin problem where they know they deny them some opportunities because of this same thing. If we no feel come the talk thing the outrightly for correct the future generation, we will become accomplice of the mayhem and the way will happen for future generation. Mr. Charles, you are a senior man. Call a spade a spade. When you want to identify any issue, call a spade a spade. No talk say you no get anything to do because you be getter. So far as you be getter, if you no getter, now you know me say you no be getter. You be getter. And it's an impact. Either the impact is affect or it deflect. You go do her. Now the watering will do it. But more no say that since this way we don't copy them from La République. And this is our crux of our problem. We get people for and we get people against. But how many of us need to pave a way for the way we will talk? Because the way we will talk, we will keep the next generation for adjust. If we dey an accomplice and passively accepting, the next generation will copy that. Mr. Fona like the way we talk plenty people the way they did jail. As can as so we go for the promote the young generation there. Anyway, now God give power.
Rudy Giovanni, thank you very much. You know that situation for America where anytime when you go for some place, they ask you the first question they ask you now whether you be Nigerian now. The first question they ask you now whether are you Nigerian. They ask that question so now by accident. That question is asked like that by design. Now a de facto that for black man we come on Africa for know whether you come on Nigeria. And it is they do that like that because of a frequency for some situation where those particular people they don't do and where they don't look at they make sure say they don't want to deal with people like that. And me, I know they understand me how my own learned big brother they try to play this game where they play and so because this game is a very, very dangerous game. This game is a very dangerous game. Yes. Now only one eye bad granite the maker you spit all that one we don't first chop away the for your mouth. So only one eye. Me say if you like you get 20 granite inside your mouth, we don't chew them. As soon as you pick that bad one to put inside your mouth, so you'll be forced to spit all that 20 we don't first chew and so. You don't mean I say that 20 will be first chew and so be bad that why we spit them. No, that one don't can spoil them. So we struggle go be dented by some of these things then. You see, actions then we individual don't commit them we they be first of all stand for this struggle. It go end up come again be a big issue for all of us for this struggle. And we cannot deny that. We cannot separate ourselves from that. We cannot separate ourselves from those things. Now the problem that we did it because you see when people then take that one bravado action, they come outside, they spill thing, they talk thing, and some people then they stand by, they talk say, oh yes, you don't talk correct, don't do so. At the end of the day, ask yourself, say that individual alone in misaction or in misinterpretation for which we in it and we talk him. Just that misinterpretation alone for what he thinks that he's saying, that he thinks that he's pleasing some people. At the end of the day, one will go somewhere and that will be brought on the table like something that is a general issue to all of us. We will start crying for foul. Say, oh, na conspiracy theory. Oh, na this, na that. But of course, we not be stupid enough to check say, what happened for that way. In many points inside a situation what did it go happen. That's why up to this moment, so we'll get one thing we'll talk for each other. Say we'll enter for inside room all of us so that action they will be considered like that action for Ambazonia. Will be considered like saying as an individual. Don't go out there go make this declaration them and then at the end of it come hunt all of us. Yes, and then we will find it now difficult to go out there now, go to defend that individual because of which we don't do them. It is kind of, you see, it's those things. So we will not even play with this thing they will talk to because they are serious things. These things are very, very serious. Yes. I yield.
For listen, I'm not to defend Eric. I just state the facts as it is. Okay, Eric will defend himself anytime, anywhere. Okay, and he be capable of anything he meets, he will be equal to it. Okay. Now we talk about taxes. Taxes are the same kind of situation every country. Like here, most of the members for the Conservative Party are rich people. Most of them get offshore accounts. Why they get offshore accounts? Offshore accounts are these, like you go to Channel Islands, they go for the Bahamas, all those kind of places where you set up a company offshore for tax purposes because your income where for those places, tax them. So they pay very small amount of tax. People do that one. Okay, they stretch the law right to the limits of it. Okay, lots of people. So not be only people come out Cameroon. So not run down where people them. So the one they come out Cameroon goes to Maryland there for inside United States. And why they talk pidgin, that we are own language that we are own language. Hybrid, why call it hybrid English or whatever you want to call it. Now our own language that we express yourself better with that language. The one I use I'll talk to. Yes, no language. And if people they stay for that kind of closer community, then you get advantage as well. If you just come to a place, you not get means. That kind of community is in the help. They help lots of poor people because if you easily find a place, if you help them, or if you buy things the way they need cheap, this kind of thing. So if you run down the place like that, say, "Whoa, these people they say get Cameroon mentality." Yeah, Cameroon mentality. They obey the U.S. law. They act according to and not be only then the Dutch, the taxes or even the rich people. They say they avoid tax. Lots of rich people, and I tell you, here for the Conservative Party, a lot of them they get offshore accounts. Most of the rich people, they're like even this Louis guy, Trevor here, Formula One Trevor. He put a residence one of these offshore islands. He said for now tax purposes, he said he can't you can just for visit, even though he stay most of the time. But most of them put a permanent address offshore, so they will pay less tax or no tax at all. So lots of people they do that kind of thing. Nobody need go declare all their income. You see some footballer the way the charge for Europe or other places, they pay heavy fines because nobody don't want to pay plenty tax. So not the only people from Cameroon. If they run into problems, because say probably they probably not get a means to pay the accountants and things like this, and they probably don't want to do the tax themselves. So anyway, Eric, for summarize, I'll say Eric be capable of dealing with the problems. I never asked Ambazonians for help in any shape or form. I will say nobody knows to separate Ambazonia from Eric. Eric don't separate himself in any step Ambazonia activities. You never see out here the ask people to contribute money for me parent or things like this, or you never see the use up Ambazonian social media space. So anybody want free Ambazonia, they feel do that one free from Eric influence or anything. We don't say yes, Eric be well, Africans in general be extroverts because they like for talk about that world, they like for show off, they like for wear good suits, they like for polish their shoes and these kind of things. As opposed to Europeans, they'll be and Westerners will be introverts. Where you could see their worth now for their houses, the things that they get inside the house and things like this. So Eric be more of the extreme end of extroverts. We like to talk about his achievements. Basically, start from humble beginnings. He sell puff, do it, and he walk away. He come from a society where he get opportunity for borrow money and invest them, and you see the outcome, and he do them. So that will attract a lot of enemies as well. So we understand that yes, you get a lot of enemies. Some people just hate the fact that he invests money and he gets some returns, and he talk about them. Well, na lifestyle that na way that life will portray itself, but he don't contribute for this struggle. Yes, now what I try to talk about, he don't contribute for this struggle for highlight the struggle for the time they want that visibility, one put the name for Southern Cameroon Ambazonia outside. It will be very, very instrumental. And people the way they deny that one anyway. I know a lot of people deny that one because generally our people they be self-righteous, they be inward looking most of the time. I tell you that from my own experience and my own understanding where I see how people interact with things. Some they travel talking how lockdown be enforced by the consortium. They just go peacefully, go negotiate with people that made a lockdown. Lies, lies, lies. lockdown not be enforced by the consortium. Lockdown be enforced by the boys, where the boys or what I call it, the boys. They force lockdown and they use force. They see that same method the way Eric be talk like that Gary put it. So they use that. They put a stop lying. They put a stop lying. Okay? Live for the trust up with it.
Dr. Charles, thank you very much. Thank you very much, senior comrade. Yes, I don't try to wrap my head around which way you try to explain it here. I never still understand the way you try to explain it for here. You understand, Dr. Charles? Maybe not me, I just be dumb. You see? Maybe not just this my weekend way. I over excess myself for a lot of things over the weekend. Maybe it don't spoil my reasoning and my common sense at this time. Doc, you will never separate Eric Tataw from Ambazonian struggle. You tell say Eric Tataw don't separate himself from Ambazonian struggle. He didn't talk anything about Ambazonian struggle. Yeah, some man don't talk to Eric Tataw, they talk anything about Ambazonian struggle. Or you check say if Eric Tataw come for inside Ambazonia come big money, where they for a hard place, you check also people they know they will contribute for you. People they will contribute for you. So I know you understand which way you try to explain them for you for year now. So I don't confuse. Yes. Everything where Eric Tataw talk, he get Genesis and he get Apocalypse. That was something where you talk say you find the Genesis, you know, see the Apocalypse. No. Everything where Eric Tataw talk a day, you get it well documented. You get it well documented. If whenever I talk on this, some person when I the make ghost town, now the enforce ghost town. No, when person talks say ghost town day, and then that ghost town be enforced, that person get the mechanism we go enforce that ghost town. Yes, he get the mechanism we go enforce that. So all the responsibility, the burden of responsibility on all of those things, he dey for hate. You don't want to share on you any man because now you come out talk, let there be light, and then there was light. So you want to share that burden for you for talk say let there be light, and then light carry. You want to share that with some other person. Now you talk say let there be light, and there was light. So you go try your best to wrap this thing around for digress from this conversation. Go left, go right, go up, go down. But there's only one thing that we are saying at this time, that we pray that the troubles that are trying to come on this man should not put this man in trouble. Imagine Eric Tataw for Kondengi for Cameroon, because you look at in arithmetic, who look at in geometry. Imagine now, so push come to shove, Eric Tataw in Cameroon in Kondengi. Now the process that he easily taken. Most of us will feel bad because that's not a path that we wanted for anyone who was that active in this struggle. You see, no man the jealousy Eric Tataw, because from your way we talk, I like say we from Africa would look maybe Eric Tataw would jealous the way Eric Tataw writes. No, I don't tell you for here. This guy is a very smart and intelligent man. I don't tell you for here. So I'm not trying to be negative or to be naive about exactly who this guy is. Eric Tataw no get, maybe Eric Tataw get offshore businesses. Yes, he get offshore businesses because that CDC and that brother raised me the way it is important for selling for America. So that's an offshore business. So Eric Tataw is a very successful man. Now why that way? They don't file taxes for Eric Tataw in name. If you say go for tax professional, they file taxes for Eric Tataw in name, and then they find Eric Tataw now say, okay, maybe you don't lie for your taxes or you don't file wrong taxes, and then we'll claim say Eric Tataw he say you don't file wrong taxes. No, every information, everything they file for Eric Tataw tax now you go open your mouth, he talk him. Yes, and now you're burden again. Say even though you don't hire tax professional, now you're burden again to verify the information where he put on top of tax filing and the one where you tell it. So I pray for Eric Tataw. Yes, I pray for Eric Tataw. Me Eric Tataw, many things and come out good for Eric Tataw. Me no come out the worst. No be some man We don't ever call Eric Tat to come for social media, come show itself. So you don't even blame any man when they make comment about Eric Tat because every wound we did for Eric Tat a foot, now he says every shoot him. No, some man put that bullet for a foot. I really be very I really be worried about how they don't start separate the problem. For instance, Ambazonian struggle now, it go now for on top individual that hate because nobody two will not be one say go do it for that way. But like I talk, you don't always defend Eric Tataw. You don't always come for Eric Tataw's defense, which of course is your right. You see, why I always talk sometimes saying, "Move leave Eric Tataw out of conversation," because I understand the controversy where they inside. You always make people there for over talk, go up, go down. But move pray for Eric Tataw, all of us like a people. Let's pray for him. Yes, move pray for Eric Tataw so immediately no get worst because the iceberg to the sea and at the tip. Yes, Eric Tataw not even finish if the problem we first did it. And I show Eric Tat will not finish that problem. It's still there for maybe house arrest or probation. So imagine since some other point they add for that one, it digs into your credibility. It even makes your previous case worse. And you see and say, we be that by mistake. Say they be tell you say go rest. Will they come? Be that by mistake they be tell me go rest. So we'll just pray for you. You understand? We'll pray for Eric Tataw. Me and Ambazonia them learn how to forgive. Yes, me and Ambazonia they learn how to forgive people then because say some things they happen don't put them so now prayer we put they sleep they pray. Now prayer we put they sleep they pray, but we will learn how to forgive people. Especially put it they get good intention. Yes, put it they give good intention. We will learn how to pray for them. We will learn how to forgive them as well. I yield.
Okay, this one the Eagle Eyes of the Vanguard spokesman Siovela himself. You see, Fabian Deco about this Ekelebe will take your own stick, he end acquire yourself for Bui for the great state of Bui, a state of a journey of no return. Place where even if you want run, they will still meet up on. Even in one camp, you will still meet up on. No entry, no exit. The great state of Bui. Where you take yourself so, you put this for your head. Some people know Sabi wait away it be, but it is a big thing behind. I know what talking. Because one day where I received one call, I hear they tell me as I talk show na Ground Zero. Say as a day so something then going to happen when a mysterious thing. I swear to God, inshallah, mashallah. If what I'm saying, God Almighty that I serve, if I'm lying, let anything that strike, even from Oku or Nankambe, make it get me. If he be there, so our ancestors actually, as they talk, they don't enter this struggle. Because Ekelebe go there, so we suppose, even for run, they said go like some people, they don't go Dubai, I said they don't go, so all this thing the way they run, so you take and put enough for your head. What happen? If say you get some kind of person where one do, understand what happened? This is becoming to an era of the time of German in Scotland. When they used to sing Hemwe German Sakoso Lea Hemwe German Sakoso. This is a song that is being sung when a terrible death, a painful death occurred in Scotland. They remember the days when the German came to Scotland, how they beat people, mean people, and then so throne, the phone so at that time was known to be one of the most mysterious ones, where he would take his big clothes and like 1,000 people we can go inside. He can hide 1,000 people just under his aguada. That's how that phone was so mysterious. And it was in Vekovi where the first German soldier was killed with a song from on top of the horse. Now, Fabiano Deco, you see my brother, if you did do your podcast now, so where you did talk now against the enemy, so even person where not like you will begin like you. Me where I don't come here, me I be a real man. I don't come here say this thing where you do so na correct work. You understand? Now, people where they take that time, since how they don't indict Eric Tataw, language for many people don't change. You know why? Because everyone thinks that na ADF na egos in that Dr. Cho Lucas Ayaba, they go the kidnapper. I call kidnapper. You understand? Dr. Cho Lucas Ayaba, where they get them, they don't even get proof for a thing we don't do. They don't even get any trial, proof no day. You understand? He no be criminal yet. Now from behind now, Eric don't come now. So if imagine say they charge him for 15 years for jail because say they don't find proof, say EBD, say this don't happen. But at the end of the day, if Eric true now Amber person, where he don't fall short of the glory, even though they sell CDC product, where be the Gary people them before they sell them. What Vela Franklin say at that time? I say you are creating black legs. You are creating black. I speak whether from whatever group, I don't care. I'm a humanitarian, registered and certified humanitarian for Vela Charles Foundation. I said you are causing many black legs. How can you go and you cut a body part of someone who has 5 kids and is working and they are paying him even 300 francs a day? Then when you do this family have a lot of trauma that they will never forget Amber. But if you want to fight like the public people, I have always said it that there are true black legs that we know. Those who go and sell Amber camps, and those who go and collaborate with the enemy, and those who go and, you know, maybe the governors and the colonial masters, whatever it is, but not our own people who are working that CDC. But at the end, Eric turned around and is selling the same CDC product. Now, who did not, Dr. Joe Ayaba did not turn out and sell Cameroon product. In fact, he wanted to go and sell the oil, if some people would have said that he was staged in London for oil, in order to get more materials, so that people like Eric and other people will not be going individually trying to get material. It was better they should get one leader, gun leader, like the Biafra people. When they get their leader, they bring one leader, and everything is done by that leader. It was better just one person to go, and then activists continue to do their job. Today, not only did Eric help Sako to destroy the IG, divide it, thanks to IGK and the rest for coming together now. I want to appreciate Chris Ano, Marietta, IGK under VP Daphne Yerima for coming together. That is good. That's a good step, right? I appreciate that. Every effort, even if it failed, is good. Thank you. So now, Fabiano Deco, you see, if you did do activism like this one, so not the question people on the left and right, you know, say mistake for this struggle, Napolbia will go to blame. As you don't put and say Polbia in a system. You put and say Polbia in a system, Cameroon in a system. So thank you. That's good activism. I got nothing against you in this. You see the guys, you see Bui, they tough. Sometimes I see how you report Bui, how they put Solo for La Republic. And they like them. You know why? Because we put grudges behind. We put all the differences behind. People who want to kill me, I put behind. And we move forward. I say, they wanted to kill me because Paul Biya has confused us. You understand? Imagine that people have spent $20,000 or maybe 14 million to kill you, and you discover, and you still say, let us go ahead and say, Paul Biya, you will pay for it, because if not of war declaration, how would my own people turn to kill me? So Fabiano Deco, this was an objective and rational thinking. It was logic. So if we put our effort to fight under the enemy, anything that happened for Eric Tataw, happened for Ayaba, happened for Seseku, happened for Patasang or Mancho Beauty, it happened for all of us. Now it don't happen for Eric. Or some people then I don't declare. They be things saying now only for ego see ego arrive. But when I activists them and some leaders them, when I go right later them, forgive for no way, for one even to justify the proof, when Cameroon government and Barisan Satlai and Prime Minister of Cameroon, the pressure nowhere. So but when an activist group when I go give proof and evidence. Now even the same Norway where they fight for human rights, they look when I say, how can you people have this for war declaration where people are dying and you are instead trying to indict your own people when you have never returned to Norway against Cameroon? Now when I confuse them, they say this man need to be protected. They said he need to be protected. Sometimes when something happens and they keep somebody in custody, it's for protection actually. Because everyone is fighting for this person, but it's fighting for freedom. So Fabiano, thank you so much, my brother. This is how we're supposed to be. Not only when Eric Tataw is being indicted that we start to clear our face. Next could be you, could be me, could be Chris Ano, could be Sako. There is a lot going on. And the IGs are uniting. And I think that they are realizing that, all for one for all, it was not only when you want to crush Ayaba and crush ADF. It's the same thing like in America when Democrats took 4 years trying to crush Trump. And finally, American people just got angry. They don't put Trump because they like even him. It's because for 4 years you did not do anything. All you did was multiple lawsuits led by the Vice President Kamala Harris, just trying to put Trump behind bars. And then funding wars. There was nothing done for American people. I run real estate. You know how many violation tickets that we receive in real estate? If you pass and see even one small container trash there for your yacht, they could just give you violation for trash. And then they go to pray, say, make go appeal up. And then they go just put them for lien. And then the one you sell and pay tax, pay money, then they will take and go defund all those things. There was nothing they did for people. When the Trump come win now, they start the negotiation, say, oh, this one win at 10,500, can you pay 2,000? Can you pay credit? But before they would say no credit card allowed. This is the realities. It was what we face. But now, no more. What happened? We are saving that money that we were spending. Even if it was 20,000 a year, we are saving it now. And we are seeing it in reality. In reality, we are seeing it. So, Fabiano Deco, thank you. You know I never appreciate you. And I want to appreciate you. But so many people are changing their minds because of what is going to Eric Tataw. I have like 5 to 6 people who are asking me, let us go to protest in the court. And I asked the same 5 people, let us go to protest in Norway. If you think that we go to protest, Eric, did you think about Norway? No. You think that we are different. In fact, Eric was no more in the struggle. Eric is selling CDC product openly and selling brasserie product. I've seen him selling beer openly. When Eric took PPP loan and he was doing the things he was doing, we was advising him to stop doing that. And when Eric was doing Janja Gari, we was telling him that no, that's not how it is. And again, the fight against the ADF. Look at the death of General Aymaba. What was Eric saying? Kemiashu? And which activists and whose name were mentioned? Is there any remorse? Have there been any remorse? If independence given to Ambazonia by Dr. Cho, he will not take. All of these things have been said. It's just like Capo Daniel have spoken. There are things that Capo Daniel did. And I told them that was evil and was bad. Today people are labeling him names. I'm just watching. Fabiano Deco, I've never called him La Republic. I've not. I have a reason. I don't call people La Republic. I don't even call Capo Daniel La Republic. I have never called Eric Tat La Republic. The reason is there. I cannot add La Republic the enemy. Logic, rational, and objective thinking. Even if somebody is La Republic, it's not me. If I know what I'm doing, if I'm emancipated, Atanga Jepol is not La Republic. It's a house slave. Selena Diongute is not La Republic. It's a house slave. La Republic is Paul Biya because he's free Cameroon. Belinga Mbutu is La Republic because he's free Cameroon. Tilapia Isa Cheruma Kabam Gagari is La Republic because it's part of it's northerner. Tupuru. But an Anglophone that is down there is not La Republic. It's a house slave. We must always identify, like in American War of Independence, there was the house Negro and the real Negro. They never ever look at black man and say he's a white man. It's the same thing. Look, black man, they have never said was a white man because he was for the white people. It was a black house Negro. So anyone that's Anglophone down there is not a Francophone. It's never ever gonna be a Francophone. It is a house slave because an Anglophone. We put this together. I want to thank you so much, Fabiano Deco, for this Ekelebe we don't put solo for head for bush. It is a time, a game where our ancestors are coming. There's a lot that if we do accordingly stop the fight and stop spilling innocent blood, our ancestors will step in. The great state of we have maintained a lot of sanity, clemency, and from the day they took the oath, invoke the ancestors and the land, they are receiving so much blessing, mercy, compassion from the ancestors. And this is going to go a long way. I call all the activist leaders abroad, make baby steps. People will love us when we want to unite and collaborate. Don't worry. It's good and it's necessary. If they don't love you, then what you are doing is not new. It is only new when people have to criticize it. That's why when the self-defense roadmap came, people were against it, and they even joined Cameroon to call people extremists. Likewise, Commission of the Leadership Governance, maybe executive, was also made with a lot of difficulties. And today, we all think and know that it's international human right to self-determination and freedom to expression and association. And every human can join even in a court if you want to do it. It's left for you and your salvation. God bless you. Thank you so much. And this is actually a 2-hour live talk show that I've summarized in just less than 12 minutes. God bless you. Thank you so much. The eagle eyes of the vanguard in this is Sea of Vela. Bye. Thank you for sharing.